Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, I think that Ghost is pretty much working with the CIA. Now, I could be wrong, but when it comes down to it, I think he is. We all talk about the fact that we think that Ghost faked his death. It's pretty much what we're talking about. Now, if you saw my last video, it was pretty much about saying that I believe Ghost did fake his death, though I've said this before. I've said this many times on many videos. Basically, I think that, remember what I said, he became lieutenant governor. Where was the Secret Service? There was no Secret Service, nowhere to be seen. Even though these people immediately do come to protect those people who have been nominated and successfully nominated. When this comes through, basically when it comes to Ghost, him being prepared for his son Tariq, the situation is pretty much him preparing for the situation and faking his death. One thing you got to understand about Ghost, as I'm pretty sure you guys have seen during the series, whenever he feel like things are getting to a different place, he will leave. He will go away. The thing is, of course, he loves Tariq. Of course, he loves Yasmin. And I know some people are saying he's obsessed with power, but what would give him more power than a connection with the CIA? Now, another thing I theorized about him was that he's probably taking place in the Mexican drug war that's taking place that involves the CIA and some government involvement. Now, in case you guys don't know, of course, we know the golden rule. Now, this is what has been said. We don't know if it's fully true, but God means G-O-D, gold, oil, drugs around the world. Now, when it comes down to it, what could Ghost be doing? I want to say Ghost could be working with the CIA. Now, why am I saying that? Basically, when it comes down to it, if you ever seen that film called Sicario, it was pretty much about a girl that was, I think she was in the DEA, and she was trying to take down drug traffickers. However, the more she was around these people, working with them on their missions, she found out that that was something they were not about, and that when it came down to it, they were about serving their own purpose. Now, what exactly was their purpose? Kind of unclear, but they made it quite clear that there was a war going on between cartels, and they're trying to bring balance to everything. That when Pablo Escobar fell, it was a situation where everything fell out of order because you no longer had somebody who was a face or someone who could keep the balance. So now you got half of them that's on the side of people, and you have half of them that's not. And so it's pretty much a war over the drugs. It's pretty much what's said in that. Now, wouldn't you use Ghost, somebody like him, to help out with something like that? If you look at power when it comes down to it, most people love using Ghost. They need him. They love making him a pawn. From Lobos to Milan to Jason, there were different figures in power that was always coming for Ghost, and even Tommy to some degree, because they were perfect people to help them out. They were perfect at selling, perfect at other things like connections. They were even perfect at assassinating, perfect at getting things done. Now, somebody like Ghost, who was smart enough to keep himself hidden from the public to the point that nobody really knew that James St. Patrick was Ghost. Of course, we knew, but everybody else didn't know. It was a situation where James St. Patrick could do what he do because nobody knew he was Ghost. But for the people who knew he was Ghost, they knew he was Ghost. So why wouldn't somebody in the CIA want to work with a figure like that? So successful that he was able to get to a place where he was lieutenant governor. And even though he's the biggest drug dealer in New York, but a lot of people didn't know that. Basically, when it comes down to it, I want to say that yes, he had help, or he had people in hands with it. First and foremost, I think his Secret Service had a hand in it. Secondly, the guy, I know we call him, I'm forgetting his name now, but he's the older cat. He's pretty much the older dude who looked out for Ghost. He tried to buy Truth. Ghost got it back. And it was always a back and forth and mutual form of respect for, being business and smart and things of that nature, looking out for him. He's even the reason why Tariq is in college right now. I think he had a hand in it. Does Ramona have a hand in it? I don't know. But I do believe when it comes down to it, it was a situation where Ghost would benefit, even though he would have to leave Truth behind. If you take a good look at everything with him, when he was at Truth, it was like he was looking at it as if he was saying goodbye. Not because of being a lieutenant governor, but because of the fact he knew he was about to go on to do something different. So right now, he's probably helping a friend, doing something to gain even more power. Because if you have pretty much the secrets of the government, the shadow of the government working with you or working for you, then pretty much you have more power. So by doing this, can you achieve or obtain more power? Yes. So that's pretty much what I'm saying in regards to the fact that I think that Ghost is working with the CIA. But I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and one.
Hey, it's your boy, Bobby Beast here. Wanted to talk about my new book, Shit's Not Checkers, It's Chess. Life is a game, and you have to learn how to beat it. Coming November the 9th.